Friends, it's Jordan from Back Porch Talk with Jordan. Tonight's conversation is going to be with my mom, not my real mom, but TikTok mom, Miss Carrie, who's going to be with us here tonight to talk about Camarillo State Mental Hospital. It's going to be an interesting topic tonight. Don't miss out, okay? Hey, Teresa Walker. Hello, everybody. As y'all see the beautiful state hospital behind me that's in California. We'll be talking about that tonight. And I am waiting on Miss Carrie to come in. But hey, Artie, how are you? Um, uh, hey, Miss Carrie. Alexa, stop. Hey, everybody. How are y'all? If y'all don't know, this is Mama's Carrie. And she's my adopted mama. That's what she is. Ain't that right?
Hello,
Ain't
everybody.
that right, Mama Carrie? But
I, s-
go ahead, Miss Carrie. I'm sorry.
I said, welcome in, who's ever here.
We have two right now.
Hi.
Sherry. Hey, Paula. How are y'all? Y'all are looking awesome as always. But this is what we're going to be talking about: is Camarillo State Mental Hospital, also known as Scary Dairy. Hey, Leela. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. But Miss Carrie brought this, Mama Carrie, she brought this to my attention. I don't know, it's been a while ago, but like last week, and me and her have been working together all week long to bring this topic to you. And it's going to be an interesting topic. Hey, Trishy, I think it's something that, hey, IDK, hey, Courtney, hey, Poppy, welcome in, you guys, welcome in. Uh, we're going to be talking about this tonight and hope you enjoy it. Please share, tap, and subscribe. And please help us grow by sharing, please. And remember, tapping is free. It doesn't cost you anything at all. So, Miss Carrie, I'm going to let you take the wheel while I'm trying to figure out something, okay?
No problem. Okay, well, this is about Camarillo State Hospital, and I'm going to give you some background prior to talking about other stuff, what pertains to it. So, it was a state hospital ran by the state of California. It opened up in 1939.
Mm-hmm.
And it ran through 1997. And there was a lot of people housed there, obviously. But
Yeah, I think it said at one time, Miss Carrie, with all the stuff that I went through, it said like at one point it had over 7,000 people there.
yes, that was
That
in
was- Yeah.
1996 that was. And shortly after that, there was some problems with the state funding and all. So it went to a private sector, which was the most expensive mental hospital in the States.
Hmm.
And at one time, like we said, the mental hospital had over 7,000. And prior to them closing, they only had 887 patients because it was so expensive.
Yeah.
So therefore, they had to end up closing it because people couldn't afford it. Um, at one time, they wanted to put a prison there, um, and the people in the Ventura County where Camarillo State Hospital is, and I can give you Camarillo State Hospital is in California. It is about an hour south or north of LA, Los Angeles, and about an hour away from Santa Barbara. So you can kind of, if you know California, those are pretty big places.
Yes.
Um, so it turned into in 2002. It turned into a
Mama Carrie.
college.
Mama
Yes.
Carrie, can we hold on for a minute before we go that forward?
Yeah.
Uh, it was built in 1936. It was built to treat mental illness,
Mm-hmm.
schizophrenia, depression, autism, and a lot of other things. It was the latest thing of its time to help with mentally disturbed people. You understand?
Yes.
And
That a lot of it was misdiagnosed. I mean, there was even autistic children back then in uh 1930s. They didn't know what was
they didn't
wrong.
know.
They put them in mental hospitals, and a lot
Now,
of abuse was there.
yeah, now the reason we're talking about this is because this is also described, people refer to this as the snake pit.
Yes.
And the reason it's called the snake pit is because of one major thing. And that's because it has the most spiritual activity other than any other place. There's hundreds of spirits that they know of. They don't know their name, but they know they're there. I have watched so many videos on this, and you would see like figures standing in windows. You would see slightly doors moving. You would see things slide across the floor. You would see shadows just in regular old videos that
And
people are just touring.
right, and people that have gone up there after it closed before it was something else, um, they witnessed things themselves, screaming, um, seeing like patients and staff like would see women that looked like they were in the old nurses uniform, the old white hats and everything. Interesting.
But yeah, make sure y'all tap, 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 share, please, for us. We are Miss Carrie is nervous. Y'all got to excuse her because this is
Thank you.
really her first time. Y'all just please. She's nervous, and I love Mama Carrie. And uh, but we're also going to say there's something special about this hospital. It also had a dairy farm. I don't somewhere on the premises, and there was a big barn,
Right.
and there was fields where they would grow their own food. They dealt with cattle and pigs and all this stuff. And there was a woman that was there named Eliza Gray.
Right. And these were the dairy was put in for the patients to work. These were all patients that worked the dairy. The dairy opened in 1934. So it was prior to the hospital opening, but it was there for the patients to work, most definitely.
Now I'm gonna tell you another little secret. I don't know if you knew this, Miss Carrie, but I've been digging today. You know I've been digging.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
in 1969, there was a satanic church there where a lot of celebrities would go to attend, including Sammy Davis Jr., who later on in years converted to Judaism. Judaism.
I had no idea that was
Yeah,
there.
I learned. See, you got me interested in a topic. Jordan gonna find out some stuff. You hear
Well,
me?
fortunately, I live close to this Gary Dairy, and what started is I took a field trip out there with my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was there, and I've been there before as a kid.
Right,
Well, maybe not a kid, a teenager,
right.
where there's a lot of activity there.
Uh-huh.
At the time I was there was a run going through there, like teenagers running, like
Uh-huh.
crossroads. So there was no activity for me. But there's known to be a lot of activity there. And I want to give it back to you about Miss Gray.
Okay, Miss Gray. Let me tell you the story of Miss Eliza. Am I right, Miss Carrie? Eliza, did I say that right?
Yes, she's
Uh,
Eliza Gray.
Eliza Gray. She was a lady that had to be admitted to the hospital because her whole family was tragically unalived, all at the same time. It didn't say how her family was unalived, it just said they were. But she was put in there for depression and a few other things. Well, Eliza loved animals and they knew this. Okay, they put her over the cows, taking care of the cows and doing everything for them. Well, and I forgot what day it was, but the catch to Miss Gray and why she's so important is because of one thing. Is because Ronald Reagan cut funding to this hospital, causing the hospital to having to sell their livestock. Like it was like I don't know how long it was, a period of time, but they said story. These are stories that were known that she literally was so upset she was crying and she walked into the field and over a hill and through a mist and they never found her again. To
Never.
this day, in that barn, they said you can still hear her humming and singing to the cows.
Yes. And also in the other barn where they used to milk the cows, there was a refrigerator section over there that she
Right.
used to always sit by. And if you go, it's been known if you go in there, the wall still is very cold. Um,
Yeah,
they have the whole big barn and small barn gated off, chain link
yeah,
fence. But there are ways to get in. Just
yeah.
say
Well,
that.
the video I saw, they said they left the gate open during the daytime,
Yes.
but at night they closed it due to that. You
Right.
understand?
It's a walk in too.
Yeah,
It's not, you have to park way far away from it and walk in. It's a hike.
yeah.
So,
It's a long way away.
right, right. But Eliza has been seen and heard there by numerous people.
Hmm.
A couple of teenagers decided they were going to go out there one evening, and
On Halloween.
on Halloween night. And did they call for somebody? I don't remember if they called or if they just went in that back room.
No, they went into the barn. They just went into the barn and their flashlights, the batteries went on their flashlights and all of that. Um,
That's
and then they said they kept seeing like things move, like darker than the dark.
words.
And no,
Yeah.
it was a shadow that was darker than the dark.
And they
You
were
know?
hearing humming.
Yeah, they were hearing humming, and then it all got cold. And then, like, I saw the picture that they took, and there's literally somebody in a gray, it looks like a dress, but you can't see the face behind them because they found the police or whoever found their camera, and they showed that on the tube view. And it was interesting because I was like, okay, there is really something there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they said they were so scared they backed out slowly and took off running.
Exactly. And there was also a patient named Tom. I don't remember his last name. I don't believe
Yeah.
they gave it, but he worked in the fields out there, the crops where they would grow corn and what
Hmm.
have you. Um, and he also disappeared after
Yeah.
it closed. He's known to be sighted out there also in the fields, just walking in a white gown.
Miss Angie, I see you, darling. I just don't want to interrupt nobody while they're talking, darling. But yeah. Miss Angel says she come face to face with a demon. I can believe that. I really
Well,
can believe that, Miss Angel. This world, bad thing about it is that people don't realize that spirits have always been here, but now through our technology, we're able to capture them. You know what I'm saying? So,
most
sorry, Miss
definitely.
Terry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Terry. Go ahead.
That's fine. But a little backstory when they closed the mental hospital, the 800 and some people that were still left there, they just let them go.
Now,
So
go ahead.
they didn't they didn't house them or anything. They opened the gates and they let them go basically. So I feel that Eliza and Tom went back to where the dairy was
Yeah, I believe
and
that
never
too.
seen after.
Well,
Yes.
Tom was in charge of the garden. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. There was patients there who would return from the fields that reported seeing pale faces in the shadows of the woods of the forest, and
Wow.
they would come back like more depressed and more what's the word I'm looking for? Like sickly from the fields.
More distraught.
Yeah, more. That's the word I'm looking for. Distract. But
Right.
yeah, it's an interesting thing to get into. Hey, HBO popping. I see you sneaking in here. Uh, I'm trying to get.
Oh,
We don't. I'm trying to because I have like 8 pages of notes
I
because
know.
I couldn't remember all of that. Um, but yeah, if y'all ever see the old black and white snake pit, it's called Snake Pit. It was filmed
It,
there.
it was filmed there.
It,
Also, the
hey
song Hotel
Josh.
California. Hotel
Yeah,
California was about that place.
that's what I was going to talk about, and I'm glad you brought it up. There is
Yes.
lyrics in Hotel California. Y'all know. Welcome to the hotel. Y'all know. It was actually talking about this place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That it's in one of it talks about the devil. In one lyric, it talks about the devil or something, and it's a room that they were
Yes.
talking about. You know what I'm saying? I can't
Most
remember.
definitely.
But yeah, everybody that goes into this goes and takes these little tours through it. You can't do it anymore, but they used to in like 2003. They would describe going through it, and there would be rooms that would be extremely cold when it would be 90 degrees outside.
Right.
And they even like they had a crew to go through there, and at night, like just going through there at night, y'all. And I was watching it, and this crew was recording with just a regular old tape recorder. Y'all remember the tape recorders? You know what I'm saying? And and they were loud. Like these spirits were loud. They was telling these folks to get the f out. They was telling the folks like one lady was taking her medicine because she had like really severe back pain, and she was a photographer, and she was taking a pill her medicine is what I'm trying to say. And about that time, that spirit heard the bottle shaking of the man, and he hollered out, "Take them all!" It is some even. Then they talked about this black figure, and it's some man that has like red hair, and he's very aggressive.
Right. There's been a lot of sightings there. Um, there's been, they hear children crying.
Hmm.
Um, they have seen, like I said, patients, or they've seen old other patients just in white gowns because that's what they wore then, is
Yeah,
they all wore white gowns,
yeah.
long, almost down to your ankles. Um, also, there was a lot of abuse in that
Oh
hospital.
yeah,
So
yeah. That like Gerardo. I don't know if y'all remember Gerardo. Geraldo. How do you?
Geraldo,
Yeah, he did a
yes,
segment on that when it was
yes,
still up and operational, and on his show he said it was so disgusting that kids were running around naked, covered in their own feces or somebody else's feces, and they were malnutrition and all of that.
yes,
And it showed it on that video thing he done. It's on the tube view.
right.
I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah,
People.
so people can hear kids crying
Mhm.
and screaming.
But yeah, it was so watching that Gerardo little story. And you know it's got to be real if it's Gerardo. Back in those days, they had no way of altering images.
No,
You
because
know
that
what I'm
was
saying?
probably it. You said this was before they closed.
Yeah, way before. They were still up and operational,
I'm,
barely.
I'm sure he did in the 80s because,
Actually, he was real young, like real young.
yeah, he was real big in the 80s and because it closed in 1997. So I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I figured it was in the 80s. Or sorry, I was taking off my shoes. I hate wearing shoes on my rug. Anyway, but yeah, it had to be because he looked to be about 20, 25 years old. You know, and had that I want to say 70s to 80s hairstyle. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where it
Yes.
was kind of shaggy, but they kept the body, but it was still shaggy. It was puffy,
Right.
and so it had to be. But like seeing those kids, and they were all in a bathroom crawling on the floors, and he described the smell as being death. And he couldn't stay in there long because the smell was making him sick at his stomach.
They didn't know he was coming, obviously.
No, no, they did not know he was coming.
Mm-hmm.
And when he walked in and went into, and it was the children's ward, the first thing he did was go into the bathroom. And that's where he saw little girls and little boys naked,
Right.
falling on the floors, in fetal positions around the toilet. Toilets not cleaned in years.
Close the door.
You know what I'm saying?
Close the door.
And I was like watching this going, Lord have mercy. Then they interviewed a man and one of the others who actually went to the hospital for 90 days. He said it was nothing to see somebody getting. I'm trying to think about how I say Michael Myers. If you get what I'm saying, it was nothing to see young women being attacked. That's
Right.
it. It was nothing to see this. He said it was nothing to go into the bathroom and see unalived people in the bathtubs. It was that serious. He said it wasn't a mental hospital. It was a torture chamber.
Yes, there was a lot of torture that was supposedly said. That's where they started using the shock treatment was there.
Yes.
The shock treatment.
And
So
and they also would with the shock treatment would literally almost make someone brain dead.
oh most definitely.
Yeah, almost. They would take it too far. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think that would even work, but that's just my opinion. I don't see how that would work.
Well
But
there
they would.
was oh go ahead.
No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
There was over 1,000 deaths.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Like yes, there was, and a lot of them were uh, of the patients being over medicated. All
Yeah,
of them were so over medicated. A lot of them even died of being over medicated.
right. They
So
also had a lot of people just to disappear. Just to disappear.
Disappear.
Yeah,
Yes.
just gone.
Vanish.
And they never did find them.
No.
I'm like, what they doing? What they cooking in the kitchen now? Come on, I need to know some things.
Right.
You got to. I need. I'm gonna be thinking about this all next week. I'm gonna be watching more videos and doing some reading just to figure out what was going on. But the truth is what I believe, and this is the God honest truth. Watching this hospital, watching the Geraldo show, watching all these other things, I don't think it was a hospital. You know what I think it was? A bunch of demons that kidnapped human beings. That's what I think. Where they tortured them, they abused them. You know, because demons can possess you.
Well,
And that's how, what I think when I think of this now. Like, there was no explanation on why they would do this. And then
well,
you find out. Go ahead, baby.
well, it was open a lot, before our time, and
Yes.
that's before they knew anything, and
Yeah, exactly.
I get that to somewhat, but I don't get the abuse and what
Yeah, there's no explanation of why.
exactly, exactly.
And when these people are walking through it, you can just feel like I can feel the evil coming through.
Most
And it's not
definitely.
like human evil, it's more like on a greater level of evil. Like that property has something to it.
It's very, very eerie. I was on up there also.
Mhm.
Um, Now in 2002, it opened up to be a college.
Yeah,
Actually, it's Channel or California State University of Channel Islands.
right.
And there's where a lot of the stories come from, because when they did tear down some of parts of the hospital, they did keep
I love
some.
you too, Angie.
They did keep some parts,
Right.
and there was those are the parts that there's a lot of stories coming from the students that live. There's a on campus living, and part of that is still there that
Right.
they used. So
Well, I know watching the newest video on the TVU that they are using the main buildings and then adding on to it.
that's right. That's what
Like
they
they're not gutting it. They're not anything. They're just basically slapping paint on walls and adding to the building. So the actual main building is still there. Now I've
yes,
seen that they're not allowing anybody to even take tours through the college. And if you do, you get arrested.
right.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But you still can go to the barn and then that other part that burnt down.
Yes, you can. I mean, the campus is open. You can drive through there. It's a beautiful campus. It's
Right.
my daughter graduated from there. It's an actually beautiful campus.
Well, did she ever have anything weird to happen?
Well, she took online from there,
Oh,
so no,
okay. So she
unless it
didn't
goes,
actually go there.
no,
I was
So
gonna say we need her on here to tell us some stories. Yeah,
the
Derek, yeah, Christina, I see you. Where your mama? Your mama ain't here. Where Miss Wanda at? Anyway, but yeah, they're actually in the midst of taking the bars off now, but most of the bars are still on the windows. It is. They were complaining a while back. I saw that this too that people were breaking out the windows,
yes,
and it didn't look like the windows would be throwing rocks into them. It looked like something on the inside was throwing rocks out because the glass would be on the outside of the building. And they, of course, you can tell by watching some of the videos, somebody's been in there spray painting and stuff like that. But one other video that I watched today was a while back. I want to say in like right after it closed,
Hmm.
there was a group of paranormal investigators that went in it, and they brought crayons and balls and all that stuff like that. So they put a ball in the middle of the floor and sprinkled baby powder around it just to see if they could get in any movement. As soon as the man walked away from sprinkling the powder, the ball moved to the left and kept moving. But yet there were no footprints on the baby powder. Now, me personally, I would have never done the baby powder trick because of the fact that spirits don't have feet. They don't have to have feet. I'm just saying
Right.
that's the way I see it. But he got in trouble for leaving the baby powder on the ground, and they took crayons in that same bathroom that I was telling you about from Gerardo's show, and they
Yes.
literally left a little small little pack of crayons, left it open and everything. Then they did their little tour and everything and came back to the bathroom to get the crayons, and somebody or something had took the crayons and colored on the walls.
Right. There's a lot of
Yeah,
activity in the school. A lot of activity. There's one lady that goes to the bell tower, which you could see the bell kind of tower. It's still there.
it's
That
still there.
one
Yeah,
ranger.
it's still there. Yeah.
She goes and she asks for directions to the chapel, and she's in a long gray coat and she disappears.
Yep.
Uh-uh.
Exactly. And like I said, if you're watching that run, it's the one of the first videos of them taking a tour of the original building.
Hmm.
You can see things. It's clear as day. If you pay attention to windows and doors and things on the floor, you will see what I saw. It was so obvious, but he didn't catch it. And I was sitting there, how you not see that man standing up in that window? Perfect figure, a head and shoulders. That's not. And this was a window that went from one room to the next room, like a observation type thing. And it wasn't nobody in the other room because he went around and nothing was there. And I'm like, how you not see what I saw? This don't make no sense. Y'all remember to tap, 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 tap is totally free. And tapping is loving. Just always know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, I'll be honest with you, Christina, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanna go there. I wanna take a infrared camera with me when I go. That's what I wanna know. I want to take an infrared camera with me because spirits don't have heat to them, they have extreme cold to them. And in an infrared camera, you'll be able to see it as a blue thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to take one with me so bad. Ooh, I want to get all of us together and go. I want all of it. What is it? EFGs? What is it? Anyway, those little electric things where you can see energy and all that stuff. Then I want to take the little crosshair things because I already have those. I'm just saying. I want to take all of it. Cameras, all of it. And I
That's
want
amazing.
and just have a whole night there to ourselves. Yeah, MF, that EMF, you is that. See, I knew somebody that was smarter than me because I can't never think about it. Anyway, but yes, I want to take them in there, and I want. If I can't get the whole night, at least want 4 hours with nobody in there, just me and our little group, and go. And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, there's like 3 people, and 3 or 4 in our group that we know we have two sensitive people, and then you have me that I can hear and see. You know what I'm saying? I I do, but Christina, I used to watch that a lot, but it just got to where it was boring for me. It seemed like it was repetitive over and over and over, and I just got tired of it. I like I can't
That
think
one's
of it.
not scary enough for me.
Yeah, I like the one that what is it? Spirit something like Spirit Souls or something like that. I like that one, and then I like the guy with that has the bald head that does it too. I like
Yeah, I
him.
can't think of his name. I
I
knew
can't
you.
either, but
Yeah.
it's Soul Spirit. It's the guy. You can tell the guy's a little on the timbering side, and I love him. He's cool. And the girl is a psychic. I like her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but yeah, I love them. But I'm like you, Miss Carrie. Jack the guy where he just got lazy. It ain't scary no more. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. A lot of them did.
And then there's another group that does it in the UK that I like watching there because you'd be real surprised about the UK.
Ooh, really?
You'd be real surprised about the UK. Baby. UK ain't got regular ghosts. They got all pure Lucifer himself. That's what they got.
Well, I think it would be interesting to go to the Scary Dairy, and because it's not, I mean, even they do put a gate up at night, but there's a road you could still park on, and it's not a gate. It's just one of those swinging gates, so you can climb it
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, Christina. There is a yeah. I know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? We have that in our group. That's the same as what we refer to as being sensitive or something like that. That's what you know what I'm saying?
Empaths.
No, they didn't. They didn't hire outside of the. They didn't hire anybody. It was a therapy. They used the animals with the people. You know what I'm saying? With the people that went there. That way they got away without having to pay somebody. But
They
yeah,
and they did it for therapy for them because a
yeah,
lot of them worked very well with the animals, and also staff was out there.
yeah,
And not only was there a lot of there was a lot of things going on at the dairy when it was open. There was a lot
right,
of um, abuse towards the patients, but
yeah,
also a couple of people didn't make it out of there,
right.
from the abuse. So there was a lot of things that happened at that dairy.
Miss Carey, did Tom that did you? I can't remember. I know they said he's still there roaming the field, but they never said how he was unalived or if he disappeared. Is that the one of the ones that disappeared, or was he unalived, or what?
I believe Tom was he was deceased at the dairy farm.
That's what I was thinking too. Like I couldn't really remember, but I'm like, I think he passed there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought.
And yeah. And but there are still fields right across the way from right across, like a little road is through there, and there is still pasture out there,
Yeah.
but there's nothing obviously planted. But
Hey,
you
Miss Rita.
you see a lot of stuff out there
You
still,
do.
standing.
You
So it
definitely
was
do.
really interesting to go through the dairy part. I didn't get to go through the barn, but I did get to go through the dairy.
Uh huh.
Um, and a lot of graffitis in there,
Yeah.
but I can't say I felt anything, but I would really love to go at night with my girls and let's see what's really out there.
Yeah.
You
Miss
know.
Miss Rita, my mom is doing good. She's feisty as ever. She's feisty. That's what she is. That I love her and wouldn't take nothing for her. That's true. But I'll tell her you ask about her. I promise you. But yeah, it's weird learning about this place, and during watching and thinking about all this stuff, I wonder just how many remains are on that property. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Most definitely, because even the hospital they had there, or like there was a hospital part where the patients would go if they were hospitalized, say for
Right.
instance. That's still the infirmary for these students.
Yeah, and the fact I can't believe they even I don't know. I guess some places just don't think about stuff. And I think they just want to, I mean, which I'm okay with using an old building as far as making it into something else. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that a mental hospital, I don't think that was the way to go. You know what I'm saying?
To put a school there, you're saying?
Yeah. Because, it's going to freak them kids out. I'm sure them kids got some stories.
Well, there are some stories coming out from there that they see shadows.
Yeah.
They hear screaming. They
Yeah.
see the lady in gray. Um, there's a lot of activity out there. They see patients. They see staff
Right.
that walk the from out of nowhere, the corner of their eye, they see him walking by.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'll tell you right
So
now
there is a
that
lot of activity still out there.
Well, I'll tell you right now, after watching these videos and seeing all the figures and seeing and feeling what I felt, I want to go. I ain't even gonna lie, I want to go. And
Most
that is the
definitely.
truth. I want to go, but I don't want nobody else to be in the building but me and my little crew that I want to take with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. Because that's going to be an interesting thing. And like one of the videos I saw and I told you about it, Miss Carey, was when they were remodeling one of the rooms. This guy was in there during the daytime, and there was a light that was coming from the side of the room in.
Uh-huh.
So should have not been any shadows up against this back wall, right?
Most
Because
definitely.
there was a big shadow in the corner. But there was an arm, shadow of an arm coming around. I'm like, how did I see that?
Unless he
No.
couldn't see it with his blind eye, but he had to look over this footage though, and then he would have seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, yeah, I can get that because a lot of times when you're busy recording, you don't catch everything. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And he also might not be one of those that is tuned into that frequency to look for things going into a place like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But there's said that the kids that live on the dorms there that they have been in their bathrooms and seen somebody standing behind them.
Uh huh.
Um, there's just all kinds of activity out there.
Right.
I don't believe anybody's trying to harm anybody because it would
Right.
have been done by now, but
Yeah.
there's definitely a lot of activity out there.
Yeah, and I do. I want to go in there with some infrared cameras and all that stuff like that, and all of it. And I want
Most
4 hours.
definitely.
I want 4 hours at 11 o'clock at night.
Well, we could do the scary dairy, but we would be removed off of the property at
I know,
the
but I wish I would have
university.
been old enough. Well, old enough in that time to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
yeah, and that's what I wished. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because I
before
would
the
have done.
university opened and it was just desolate out there, just buildings standing.
Right.
That was the time to go out there and check it out.
Yeah, I agree. And but yeah, I still would go through that burnt one, but I'd want to go at night.
Oh,
The
most
orange,
definitely.
I'd want to go at night.
I was there in the middle of the day in about 95 degrees. It was hot.
Uh huh.
Like I said, the college was doing a run through
Uh
uh,
huh.
their cross country. So there was a lot of activity, them setting up tents and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I,
and even if I couldn't go into the buildings, just to walk in the field would be awesome.
right.
And sit on
Well,
sit on a chair in the middle of the field with cameras all around you waiting.
I'm kind of a bad girl, and I got into the buildings, but it's pretty easy to get into, and I definitely want to go there at night.
Yeah.
Um, we went there to do photo shoot. To be honest with you, for my
Uh-huh.
grandson, because the graffiti there is absolutely
Yeah,
awesome.
amazing. Amazing.
So I did. I had to do my little research while I was there and walk
Yeah.
through there.
Yeah, it's like the graffiti alone is worth the trip to see it.
Right. Most
Sorry,
definitely.
y'all. But yeah, I was noticing that where that building burnt down and where the barn was that had the hold on. Anyway, sorry, I've been fighting sinuses, y'all forgive me. But I was just looking at it. I had to watch that video 2 or 3 times just to look at the artwork on it. Sorry,
Yes.
Christina. Sorry, everybody. I couldn't help it. It's just it happened. But yeah, I love it. I want to go. I do. And yeah, hopefully, Miss Carrie, that all of us, all the
The
Backwards
team.
Talk group can get together and in a year or two and go do some videos in New Orleans and get into some stuff because we all in that. Everybody that is mods and a host and whatever, we're all into the same thing, like literally. And it's amazing that or 6 people, let me say that 6, come from different places, are all into the same thing.
We're all from different states.
Yeah, and and the ages vary. Like the ages vary, and
I'm
it's
the
just it's
oldest.
amazing to see how everybody, different states, different places in life can come together and be exactly the same in a weird way. You know what I'm saying?
We have a great family here.
We do. We
A
have a
good
great family.
sisterhood.
Yeah,
I love all my sisters that are with us tonight. Heather
Heather and
here and Trishy's
Patricia.
here
Yeah,
and
Heather is.
thank you girls.
And congratulations to Heather and Patricia. Heather has become our flyer manager. She's learning how to do flyers for us and other stuff like that. And Patricia has became our head moderator. You know what I'm saying? And Miss Carrie is our fill-in host. Oh,
Yes.
by the way, sorry Dixie's not here. I know y'all used to seeing Dixie, and that's okay. We all love Dixie, but she had to have a night off. Okay, don't fuss at her.
We all miss Dixie.
We do. We love Dixie. Dixie's our which of the West. That's all I'm gonna say.
She's our glue to the family.
She is. She keeps us all together. But we all tend to stay glued together because for us, we all know we need each other.
In a weird
Like
way.
whether it be talking, whether it be whatever, we all know we need each other, and that's what makes it beautiful here. Wanda, I see you, Mama Wanda. I see you over there, girl. And she came in, she said her phone was acting up and she couldn't get it to do right. So apparently she got it to do right. But
Okay.
yeah, we do have the best family outside of TikTok. 'Cause, like, we all talk outside of TikTok, we talk on TikTok, we talk everywhere. Somebody's always talking to somebody. And that's the truth. And we're also so happy that Patricia got is getting so much better. We've been praying for that girl for I know over a year, and finally, hopefully, everything's getting leveled out with her. And we also want to thank Amanda for joining our team. She wasn't able to be here tonight. She's running through the woods naked. That's an inside joke. Everybody on the team know what I'm talking about. She was running through the woods naked. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
So that's an inside joke there. But anyway, you guys, this is going to be a short live tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming and for staying and loving on us and allowing us to love on you. And
Thank you.
remember, the only way we can stop hate in America is to simply love each other. No matter our differences, no matter our opinions, but love each other. And that is the hardest thing for some people in America to do is simply love. When it's in the word love is in the Bible, it's in every book ever written. The word love is. So y'all make sure you take care of yourself. Why am I coughing? And Miss Karen, I want to say a big thank you. It's been an honor to be able to work with you and talk to you every day and just shoot the
It's been a
stuff.
lot of fun.
And tell your mama I said, hey y'all, Miss Carrie got the prettiest mama. Her mama is so beautiful. I got to talk to her mama today for the first time. That lady is so sweet. She's so
Well,
sweet.
I was bandaging her up when
Yeah,
we went to the zoo today, and she had a little fall,
yeah,
so we were bandaging her up. So yeah, she's great. Gotta love
right.
her. But
But
thank you everybody
anyway,
for joining us. It
thank
was a pleasure. I promise maybe next time I won't be so nervous.
nervous.
And I want to thank Trishy and Heather for helping us out there. And I love you girls.
And y'all take care of yourself. And please, please don't blame the whole crowd for what one person does. That's all we ask. And please take care of yourself, okay? And remember, you're loved here. We pray for you, be everything. You are not alone. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and we love you. Have a great night.
Bye.